Hello. Welcome to Days in Luck. How's it going? If you're new here, please subscribe and click the notification bell. Share everywhere. Thumb up the video. If you are returning, welcome home. So again, Kim and Kroy are in the news. That's Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann. The police were called to their residence again. Oh my God! And apparently the police body cam footage that was obtained by TMZ shows that there is a war going on inside their home. And Kroy has barricaded himself in a bedroom during a fight. So here's what's going on. Before really getting deep into this story, the problem with Kim and Kroy is that Kroy wants to be done and he wants to move on from Kim, but he's still willing to accept Kitty because he wants Kitty and he still finds Kim to be attractive. Kim does not want the divorce. She wants to keep them together in toxicity. So she's offering Kroy Kitty to keep him in the home because she believes that if he stays in the home, then eventually in time, the divorce will be canceled and they will continue to be married. Here's the problem with that. And that is when it comes to a relationship, it's like a car. This is Kim and Kroy's relationship like anyone else's relationship. When it comes to a vehicle, the engine is basically happiness. Okay, the engine is happiness. And then instead of getting real technical, we'll focus on the wheels. So most vehicles, this is not my vehicle, don't even ask. Most vehicles, they have 4 tires. So each tire represents something in a relationship. One tire is finance, the other tire is respect, another tire is intimacy, and the last tire is identity. And the spare tire is loyalty. So the problem with Kim and Kroy is that Kim, and she even says it when the cops come, Kim does not respect Kroy because he's jobless and her money pays majority, if not all of the bills in their home. Kim does not respect Kroy because basically he's broke and she's having to pay for everything. She doesn't respect him. She's talking crap to him, making little jokes. And Kroy, he doesn't want to hear the jokes. He wants to be respected like he should be as a man. But Kim is not respecting him as a man because Kim is already disrespectful because that's in her nature. And then she doesn't respect him because he's not paying all the bills and he's jobless. Well, Kroy, he's still sleeping with her. They already have one of their tires, which is finances flat. So flat tire. But they still are having relations. So one tire works. But then Kim doesn't respect Kroy. Kroy doesn't respect Kim because she spends a lot of money and talks crap. Another flat tire. And the last is identity. So Kim has identity with the relationship, which is why she wants to stay married. Kroy does not. Kroy wants to move on with his life. He feels like he's made a mistake and he wants to get out of this thing. So as you can see, they only really have one tire, which is intimacy, that works. And I'm not saying that either one of them has stepped out on the other one, but the fact that Kim is talking crap to him or talking crap about him to the cops and anyone else who will listen, they don't have the loyalty. And Kroy wants out, so the vehicle's not running, there's no happiness. And that's basically what's wrong with their relationship and most relationships. People are thinking that because at least one tire works out of the 4, or the vehicle somewhat runs, but doesn't run all the time, meaning there's not much happiness, and someone is stepping out and talking crap to people outside the relationship, including family members. There's no loyalty. The vehicle's not running. There's no spare tire. The vehicle's not functioning properly. But there may be a sense of identity, so people are kind of staying in it, but they're not really in it. And that's what's going on with Kim and Kroy. Most relationships are like that. And it's unfortunate because the marriage is over with. They're constantly having the police come out. They're constantly fighting over this and over that. And Kim has even gotten to the point where she has sold stuff online to make ends meet.
These are Kroy's Dior shoes. These are so cute. They were worn one time. Excellent condition. Perfect condition, I should say. So cute. Worn one time, guys. excellent condition. Louboutin. Guys, I wore these shoes at one time. Bomb on. They're adorable. So cute. And they were super comfy. Okay, guys, I'm back in action and back home. Woohoo! We're getting back to it. These are brand new, never worn. Adorable. These are mink balls on the end, just so cute. Gucci shoes, obviously perfect condition.
Kim is selling stuff to make ends meet because they are hurting that bad as far as finances. While she's basically throwing a bunch of stuff over the side of the ship to keep the ship afloat while it's leaking and they're bleeding financially, Kroy only comes out when he feels like being bothered or Kim is offering him some kitty. And as you can see from the police body cam, he barricaded himself in a bedroom because he didn't want to be bothered with her. So there's ups and downs, and Kim does not want to lose the identity that she has as being a married woman. She does not want to seem like a failure, whereas Kroy, he wants out. Kim doesn't respect him, and she's thinking that by talking crap to him, it's going to motivate him to be better, but it's making him be worse. Kroy does not want the verbal abuse. And then what's even worse is the fact that Kim went into their marriage because she felt like Kroy was in the NFL, and while he was making NFL money, he was going to retire her and take care of her. And then when he got hurt and got out the NFL, Kroy was thinking, okay, I'm still going to marry her because she could help me with life after the NFL, and she agreed. The problem is that a lot of stuff is harder than it looks. Kroy doesn't have the charisma that Kim has. Kroy doesn't have the likability. He just has not been able to sell himself effectively like she's been able to, as far as reality television, to continue to make the money he was making in the NFL. And so in time, with Kim doing a whole bunch of spending like she's used to doing, her paying all the bills, her being the only one successful at making money, she stopped respecting Kroy. Kroy wants out, and here we are. Oh my God! The cops were called after Kroy allegedly locked Kim out of their main bedroom, so she called the cops. And there was body cam footage obtained and a 911 call. Kim claimed she was unable to get into her bedroom to retrieve her personal belongings and medication. The police responded, and it just showed how nasty things were between the two. He refused to show his face, only talking to officers through a closed door. And throughout the police visit, of course, because Kim doesn't respect Kroy, she's bashing Kroy to other men. Police officers this time. She's been bashing him to other men. She thinks nothing of it because she doesn't respect him. She was telling the officers that Kroy is jobless, and she's the reason they still even have the house. She's gone on multiple times saying that Kroy has threatened her, even gotten physical. Police keep coming out, and eventually Kroy handed over Kim's comforter, phone charger, medications, and a $1,000 beauty cream. And when it boils down to it, Kim's trying to keep him in the house. Kroy's sticking around because he wants the kitty. They need to understand that the relationship is definitely over. And that's the problem that not just them, but a lot of people in relationships are suffering through. And that is they don't know when to throw in the towel. People think, well, we'll work it out. We'll go to therapy. I'm not saying therapy doesn't work. It's just that kind of going back to just the idea of a car, you can go to therapy all you want. If one of the tires is flat, someone is stepping out and talking crap about someone else, cheating, doing the most, you don't have a spare. Now you got to get the vehicle towed by a tow truck. The tow truck is therapy. But if your finances are messed up and you can't afford the tow truck, you can't afford the therapy, then the vehicle is going to be sitting in a parking lot somewhere or on the side of the road, collecting dust, waiting for people to figure things out. And once happiness leaves, which is the engine, the vehicle doesn't even run. And that's what ends up happening is there's so much stuff going on that the vehicle's not running, but people are loyal, not to the idea of getting back on track, but they're loyal to like the image of being married or the idea of being in a relationship with somebody. And that's where most of the problems really come from is people don't know how to know when a relationship is really over and they really should pick up and leave, and focus more on moving on versus staying together and doing harm to each other, because it's real easy for a disagreement and a dispute to turn into violence. This channel is more about celebrity news and media stuff. I talk more about relationships and those dynamics on the other YouTube channel I have, Playthings and Placeholders. And recently there was a video that I shared from The Faith Factor where she did an interview with Queen Mercy, who is the baby mama of another YouTuber named The Honest Truth. And they also had the same thing, in that the relationship started off okay, pretty good, and then all of a sudden there were financial issues, and then there was respect issues, then trust issues. The spare was gone as far as loyalty because there's accusations of cheating. Then things turned physically violent, allegedly financially violent, and unfortunately they didn't know when to get out of it or how to get out of it, and now there's a baby on the way. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody or placing blame, because it's all alleged. We really don't want to speculate or anything, but that's just one of many different examples where people get together, the red flags are there, the warning signs are there, but they think, well, you know what? I can change someone, I can make it work, I can do this and do that, but one of the tires is gone flat, or maybe two tires have gone flat, then three, then you look up and the whole vehicle is bad, but people are sitting in it still trying to argue their way back to happiness, which is the vehicle running. And it's almost impossible to fix a vehicle that's not running on your own unless you're trained. Well, both of you are trained and both willing to work together, which is possible, but maybe not probable, especially if you're dealing with a lot of issues. Definitely check out the Faith Factor's YouTube channel. Go ahead and give a subscribe. Tell her that I sent you. The interview that she did was really, really great. It's worth the 3 hour, well, it's a little bit south of 3 hours. It's worth the watch from start to end. Definitely subscribe, click the bell over there, and tell her I sent you. So that's the video. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts. Thumbs up the video, share your social media, subscribe. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Go forth and do great things, and I'm out. Peace.